We are still working in Module 4, and this is Section 3, and this section is called Freeze Panes. There is an option in Excel that will let you freeze columns or rows so that you can keep those on the screen and then scroll down or across wherever you'd like and still see the headings on the columns at the top, or if you have row headings on the left, you can see them that way too. Let me show you how the Freeze Panes option works in Excel. You'll notice in this exercise, if I scroll down, then what happens is I don't see my headings anymore. So if I asked you which column was the interest paid, you really wouldn't know unless you scroll back up and you could see. We have the ability to actually freeze rows 1 through 7 so they stay on the screen all the time, and then I can take rows 8 and down below and scroll up anywhere I need to be. Here's how the Freeze Panes option works. I'm going to click in A8. Now the reason I'm clicking here is because when you turn on the Freeze Panes option, it's going to freeze any rows that are above where you clicked, and since I want 1 through 7 to click, I'm going to click in 8. It's also going to freeze any columns to the left in case you were trying to scroll left or right. We don't need that in this particular case, so we'll just click in A8 and just freeze rows 1 through 7. All you have to do is go to the tab at the top that says View, and you'll see an option here that says Freeze Panes. Now when you click on it, you might get this drop down list. All you want is the top option, because if you notice, this one is just freezing the top row, but we want rows 1 through 7, and this one is just freezing the first column. So if you just click here, it's rows above and columns to the left that freeze. Now you should see a little small faint line under row 7 right there. That tells you what's above it is frozen. Notice now I can scroll with my mouse anywhere I'd like, up or down, and rows 1 through 7 stay right there so I can see my headings. Isn't that cool? Now this line is not going to print, just so you'll know. If you want to take the Freeze Panes option off, you don't have to be clicked anywhere special. You just go back to Freeze Panes, and now it says Unfreeze Panes. Now let's try it where we freeze both up and down and left to right. Let's say I click in C8. That means it's going to freeze 1 through 7 and also A and B. Now let's go back up and turn on the Freeze Panes option again. I'm going to choose Freeze Panes, and now you'll see that same gray line under row 7 all the way across, but also you'll see it to the right of column B there. Notice I can go up and down so I know what my column headings are, but if I needed to go left to right, I could also go across and notice A and B stay. See that? So you can pretty much freeze this and see any two parts of the screen that you would like and then scroll wherever. That's a quick way to freeze panes. Let me go ahead and turn that off. We'll unfreeze these. And the next little option I want to talk to you about is called the split screen option. Let's go ahead and flip over to section 4, and I'll show you how the split screen option works.